Title: Wife cheating, divorce papers served swiftly. She kept denying it, but finally admitted everything in the morning and said she didn't want a divorce and wanted to work things out. After the papers were filed, she asked if I could cancel them. I told her a man should never give a woman another chance after infidelity and that she and her affair partner deserved each other while I deserved better. Noises were coming from a tent, and I thought, what the heck? I opened it to find her with some army guy, so I whipped out my pecker and all over both of them. Yabai body. We're back with another sign-up email. If you have a story, submit it to Lessons from Life. Whether it's something funny, a success, or just something you want to share, it might help someone going through a similar situation. One person's story can make a difference. Let's dive in. The subject is my story. He starts with, "Hey Lessons from Life, I'd like to share my story with you and your followers. I met my ex-wife on Facebook through mutual interests when I was 32 and she was 21. I lived in Massachusetts and she lived in Florida with 2 kids from a previous relationship. We had a long-distance relationship for about a year and she wanted to relocate to be with me. The judge ruled she couldn't relocate with her youngest son, so I moved to Florida. My biggest mistake was marrying her, thinking it would help with her relocation. I sold my condo and bought a house in Florida. Once settled, she wanted a cat, then another. I ended up taking care of them. She hoarded stuff, made a mess, and didn't stick to a budget. Despite only working part-time sporadically, she expected me to handle housework. In early 2019, after a house party, she invited an old friend from high school. Soon after, she asked for an open relationship, which I refused. My trust was shattered, and she started going out frequently, often not answering her phone. One night, she tore off my car's passenger mirror, blaming a parking lot accident. She came home drunk, needing hospital visits. She had a self-destructive dream symbolizing her behavior. I told her I wanted a divorce, which she resisted. She planned a trip to a film school in Utah, ignoring our budget. In Georgia, she claimed she missed her flight and considered returning home. When she did, I checked phone records and found hundreds of texts to her friend. I told her I knew and we filed for divorce. She tried to reconcile, but I stood firm, saying actions speak louder than words. I sold the house and moved into an apartment, but she made my life hell, acting as if I wronged her. I let her keep most furniture and the TV until she moved. She once visited to apologize but used it as an excuse to drop off the other cat, which I rehomed. She called about tools to dismantle the trampoline and I reiterated leaving the TV. At mediation, she offered the TV back, which was broken. She changed the mortgage address to intercept the escrow check, but I had already received it. The divorce finalized quickly, with her getting half of the house proceeds, required to pay off her vehicle. I stayed in the apartment, deciding my next moves. Despite family urging me to return to Massachusetts, I enjoyed Florida's weather and tax benefits. In 2020, I bought a townhouse, renting out rooms, then another home in Clearwater, renting out the guest house and master bedroom. My goal is to build a real estate portfolio, buying a property yearly. My ex's family occasionally checks on me, but she's not doing well, losing her job and having an accident. I hope my story helps others. Men never get married. Women are like children in adult bodies. Thanks for sending in this story. From the start, I thought a 21-year-old would be immature. She was messy, couldn't keep a job, and left you to handle everything. It sucks she got half the house proceeds, but you've bounced back, investing in real estate. She's facing her karma while you're building a portfolio. Salute to you. Let me know what you think in the comments, and send your stories to Lessons from Life. Next email is a short one. I caught an ex in a tent with an army guy. Here's an old story from about 30 years ago. I was 20 to 21, dating a girl, let's call her Susan, for 4 months. Things were okay, but I wasn't smitten. I was 6'3", 190 pounds, with long hair, attracting female attention. An army base nearby caused tension with soldiers. Every August, a huge party happened along the river and I took Susan. We got separated and I found her in a tent with an army guy. I tried to fight him, but he wouldn't come out, so I peed on them both. I never saw Susan again and moved away before social media. Recently, she sent a Facebook friend request. A Reddit commenter suggested I accept and say, "Remember the good times like the golden shower?" But I blocked her instead. Wow, that's hilarious. You learned Susan was for the streets. You moved on and she was forgotten until recently. Funny and savage story. Let me know what you think about both stories in the comments. If you want to send in your story, email lessons from life. Catch you at the next one.